Hello, this is Elle. I'm going to show you how to knit the angel wings for the angel wing square on the Threads of Life Afghan. I've already completed row 27, in which I created 2 elongated stitches, one here and one here. This was hanging down after I was done with row 28. And now I'm on row 29, and I have already done half of row 29. I knit across, I picked up this elongated stitch which was hanging down like this one, and I knit it in the order that it says on the pattern, which was essentially to cross it over the others like a one stitch cable across. Then I continued to knit and came to the stitch that I was supposed to wrap 6 times to make an elongated stitch. And so all of these are the 6 wraps from that elongated stitch in row 29. I continued across, knit, yarn over, double central decrease, yarn over, knit. And now I am to the point where I'm supposed to create the next elongated stitch. I'm going to put my needle into the stitch just like I was going to knit a plain stitch. But instead of wrapping once, I'm going to continue to wrap 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, and pull all 6 wraps through that stitch. Now I will knit 5, and then the pattern says to use the elongated stitch from row 27. So it's time to use this stitch that's been hanging here. I'm going to take it off of the stitch marker, place it on my left needle, and make sure that when you place it on there, you place it on the correct way, and knit into that stitch. The correct way would be a way that it's not twisted. And then I continue my row. Now I'm ready for row 30. On row 30, I knit my first 3 stitches, then I begin to purl back, and I watch for that one long stitch with the 6 wraps as I'm purling. I'm almost there. Here it is. This is the stitch that I wrapped 6 times. I'm not supposed to purl that stitch. I'm supposed to slip it from this needle, from the left needle to the right needle, and just let those wraps unwrap. I can leave it on that right needle now, or I can get my stitch marker out and place it on the stitch marker and let it hang in the front again, just like that other stitch was hanging. And then 2 rows later I will use that to cable over this way. And I continue to purl back on the row. When I come to this wrap stitch, I do the same thing. I slip it, let the wraps unwrap, continue to purl back, and then in row 31, this stitch will be knit at an angle like that, and this stitch will be knit at an angle like that, which would create 2 parts of the wing. Happy knitting!